Hello guys, Josh here and welcome back to another match video. This one's a match preview. We're previewing Spain v Cape Verde in the opening game of the World Cup 2026 Group H. Of course, Spain are heavyweights to win the group for one and win the entire tournament. They're joined with Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia and Uruguay in Group H of the World Cup, and they kick off their tournament as of filming tonight at 5 p.m. against Cape Verde, whereas Saudi Arabia play Uruguay at 11 p.m. Now this is going to be a big game. Of course, Cape Verde are a very small nation, just like Curacao, and they are playing a very big nation. Of course, what's the words? Yeah, Germany were the team that Curacao had to play, and of course it ended 7-1 in the direction of Germany. So Curacao did well in the dip of play from Germany to actually score a goal and bring it back level through Comenencia. But will the same thing happen for Cape Verde? I don't know. Of course, Curacao have a big presence of players in Europe, whereas Cape Verde, I don't know a single player that actually that has the nationality of Cape Verde. I do think, personally, this is going to be a really tantalising game. In terms of goal fest, I think it's going to be another game in which there's more than 6 goals. Of course, we've had Germany 7-1 over Curacao, Sweden 5-1 over Tunisia, and now we've got another big game. This game that Spain played, their opening match in the 2022 World Cup, was against Costa Rica, in which they won 7-0, which was an absolutely, stupendous game. So could we be seeing the same sort of thing be continued? Of course, they've got Lamine Yamal, they've got Pedri, they've got Gavi, and that's, they've got names in that squad that can really produce goals, good playmaking, and honestly, they'll be able to outweigh Cape Verde in every single factor. Maybe Cape Verde will be just like Curacao and able to get a goal, potentially, but I don't know whether Cape Verde are good enough against Spain to score a goal. Of course, Curacao were 82 ranked against Germany and they scored a goal, but Germany are a lower ranked side. Germany are a lower ranked side in the FIFA rankings compared to Spain, and they're also a worsened side. Of course, Germany didn't get out of the group stage in the 2018 or 2022 World Cup, finishing rock bottom in 2018 and finishing third in 2022, both times with a negative goal difference and negative points, I think 4 points and 5 points. So realistically, Spain playing against a better side, should produce the same sort of game. So realistically, this should end, this should be possession 100% Spain, or as close to Spain as possible, because realistically I don't see it going any other way. Spain, are one of the favourites alongside the likes of Brazil, Germany, England even. But, if you look at it, Brazil, they drew 1-1 with Morocco and they look shoddy. They look really, really shaky. Even in the final third, they were really gappy in defence and midfield. And of course, Morocco, got through that. Of course, Morocco could have made it 2-1. At times, Brazil were really clinging on to that 1-1 draw. Of course, Morocco hit first, and they had to get that leveller through Vinicius Junior. Germany, of course, did thrash Curacao 7-1, but it was expected. Curacao are FIFA ranked 82, the smallest nation ever to qualify for the World Cup, and of course, their whole team was from the Netherlands, apart from Chong, who was a good talent. No one else was really born on the island of Curacao, so it was evident that it was going to be a 7-1 win. This one for Spain, however, they did it against Costa Rica, who are a well-established side. Of course, Keylor Navas was a well-established European club goalkeeper. So it really does beg the question, will Spain do more than what they did against Cape Verde in what they did against Costa Rica in this game against Cape Verde, who are undoubtedly a smaller side than Costa Rica, who Spain played 4 years ago. And Spain have grown as a club. Of course, they've got Lamine Yamal now, the 16-year-old wonder kid who scored some absolutely banging goals in the European Championship which they obviously eventually won in 2024. So in this game, I can't see it going any other way than a Spain win, and I think it's going to be a Spain dominating win. I'm going to say Spain 6, Cape Verde 0, but I won't be surprised if it's 7 or 8 goals, and it could be the biggest scoreline of the tournament so far. Of course, Germany v Curacao was a 6-goal difference game, so if they can win 7-0, then it will be the biggest goal difference of the tournament so far, and probably the biggest goal difference of the entire tournament, which Spain did last time when they beat Costa Rica 7-0, which was the biggest goal difference of the entire tournament, and they'll be top of the group with 3 points and a +7 goal difference, where the game between Saudi Arabia and Uruguay does realistically look like it will end in a draw or a very low scoring win, which means Spain realistically after this will be qualified through to the round of 32. But yeah, that's my prediction for tonight at 5 p.m. Spain 6, Cape Verde 0. I think it's going to be goals from Lamine Yamal, got to be. I'm going to even put Oyarzabal on the score sheet, but apart from that, I think anyone on that team can score against Cape Verde. They're just levels above. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Join me for the live watch along from 16:45, 15 minutes before kickoff, and we'll watch Spain v Cape Verde in the opening group game of Group H in the World Cup from 5 p.m. kickoff. And then we'll be watching Belgium v Egypt 3 hours later at 8 p.m. in Group G. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more videos just like this all throughout the FIFA World Cup. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.